Forget that
Actually,
that's the reason why
speaking
he
of
comes and does that.
letting you leave the house sometimes, are you going to Cyclops Rocks?
When is it?
May.
Probably. I don't have tickets yet, but
I mean, I don't either. I'm probably gonna go night one because like Delta Heavy's playing.
Yeah, dude, I don't have social media anymore, so I don't get to see like any of
Your
this
life
stuff
must
that's
be
happening.
so much better.
Dude, it really is.
I did not say that sarcastically
He
at
gets-
all. I'm very much meaning that by every meaning
He
of the
gets
word.
to live in his tiny bubble with his wife and his
Yep.
D&D friends that he sees once a
Laugh.
week.
And I just play video games, and I occasionally watch YouTube all the
You
time.
know,
So
I finally played through the Spectacular Spider-Man the other week.
Uh-huh.
yeah,
It was a
how
good
was it?
game, but nah, there's no way it could have gotten Game of the Year over Baldur's Gate. There was just too much time to be able to put into Baldur's Gate.
Yeah,
Baldur's Gate's amazing.
it really
I
is.
finished all of the Spider-Man game in less than a week, and it was a fantastic experience by every meaning of the word. Fantastic. But oh my god, how many hours do we have in Baldur's Gate? Over 200.
Yeah.
I have over
easily.
550.
Yeah,
That's
because of how many
you keep
campaigns you've
fucking
done.
resetting.
Yeah, have you finished? You've finally finished how many campaigns? 2? Trace, how many are you on? Because I'm sitting on number 5.
Oh my god, I hate you
I
guys.
think
so
I've
much.
finished
I
4.
have not
And that's in
finished
200
any.
hours.
My closest one is with Alex and Brandon, and I can't get them both to agree to play in the same night.
My god, isn't that the most frustrating part of it? It's like
See-
trying to plan an actual D&D group, but for a night that can happen every night, so you can just fucking play the game.
See, there was a period of time there where it was literally like
It was really
Marsh-
easy to get somebody
well-
into D for
well, it
the
was-
Baldur's Gate.
it was just Marshall and I, and
Dude,
we had
there was
no
a solid
lives for a
2
while.
weeks.
Yeah.
It was a solid 2 weeks where me and Trace would just be playing, and then we'd get like to the Act 3, and we're like, we could have been more efficient. Send it back.
Yeah, we did. Oh, I forgot about that.
And then we did it all the way through, and then we were like, you know what? I think we could be more efficient now that we've finished it. Also, I want to get better endings, because those endings kind of felt meh. And then we ran it through one more fucking time.
Jesus.
And then I have my 2 solos that I've done.
Yeah. No, the Warlock one was definitely the most face rolly of my
Dude,
deals.
my
Just-
Barbarian was so much fun.
yeah. Just because there's so many cliffs, and you could just insta-kill so many things.
It was so much fun to just be like, hey, yeet!
Yes.
Bye!
Once you got up to 3 beams, too, it was just bing, bing, bing. And they're
There's
30
3
feet.
guys on a ledge right there. Yeah, I see him.
And Assassinate Rogue, a lot of fun, too.
I did learn, however, throughout the game that having a wizard with just the knock spell is one of the most convenient things in the world.
Did you ever do the, what is it, Balthazar cheese?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've done that one. Where you break all the skeleton bones prior.
Oh, no. So when you first enter, and like the little like black hole looking portals
Yep.
that pop up, you can unlock Balthazar's door with a knock spell and be invisible, and then just back up and they'll all kill each other.
Because they're just like, I don't know what to do.
Yeah.
All right, noted. Noted for our next playthrough.
Yeah.
Kind of wanting to lately.
All right. Do you want to
She'll be out
want to
here in
read
just
the
a moment.
notes?
Waiting for Jade for one more moment, but yes, let me get let me
Get 'em
see what I can
prepared.
get here. Yeah, because I was told I was not allowed to read them until session start.
Okay.
So this will be interesting. February 1st, my birthday. Paladins.
Oh yeah, we were caught up in Kaladin being locked up, but yes, you feel a tiny little tea bag on your cheek at some point in the night, Garrick. Meanwhile, I'm over here trying to discern what movie is playing in the background of Evans.
Oh, which one tonight?
Hang on. I can tell you in just a second.
God damn it! I just see "Oh, back to reality" written down, and I'm like, God damn it!
I'm like 90% sure it's Wolf of Wall Street.
Oh, nice.
You're the
Maybe we'll
Wolf of
see
Wall Street.
Margot Robbie naked in the background. That'd be great.
Not for Brandon's stream, it wouldn't be.
Fantastic.
Be a little Easter egg.
You're banned.
It's okay. Twitch won't pay that much attention.
Yeah.
Twitch meta. Remember the Twitch meta.
Yeah.
Get in a hot tub, Brandon. You'll be fine.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just a lot of whipped
Hey,
cream.
if you got a
too.
hot tub, I'd come over more.
What was the most recent one? Hold on. What was the most recent thing for the joke of Twitch meta?
It was fucking.
The topless meta that wasn't even really
Yeah.
topless people.
It was
Yeah.
nearly topless. The
Nearly.
nearly topless
Yeah.
meta.
So it's VTubers.
It was just
can,
women in tube tops showing their shoulders, and
That,
people
and
are
then-
horny
And then
bastards like, oh my
VTubers could
god.
actually
and
be
then-
like, "Hey, I got
yeah,
boobies."
VTubers can do everything except for the actual areola and nipple. So they'll have like sensor bars over them. It's weird.
I don't get it.
Yeah, they
but
shut that
whatever.
down real quick. Shut that down real quick, unfortunately, for the rest of us. Let's see here.
Yeah.
Big pup set.
What is it good for?
Absolutely everything.
It's been a while.
Look at my cat's mustache.
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 Hey,
I can't stop imagining. I
Look at
can't
the
even
camera
stop
again.
imagining Vegeta with a mustache now. Mustache.
He's got a-
Mustache.
I see
got a
his
little
hair grows to the
Hitler
exact
stash.
same. Oh yeah, he does.
He does have a nice little mustache. He's got a little cat stash.
It's like if Hitler got old.
Yeah, right.
Guys, have you started your stream? Haven't you?
Yep.
Never mind.
Well,
I learned how to. Hmm.
Here, hold on. Let me just
Your
do
turn.
this, and
Says, no,
neighbor.
neighbors. I don't like our neighbors. They're kind of mean. They have a really annoying dog upstairs that they just let fucking go ham wild. Some
Ham
nights it's really
wild.
bad. Okay, I'm gonna start reading.
Read.
Ham. Oops, probably should start from the beginning. Caliban's put in chains and hauled away. Adeline argues with the guards. I ask my ring about how to free Kaladin, and it basically tells me you're an idiot. It'll happen in time. Pelinar yells and immediately regrets it. Saudis runs away like a bitch. Lol goes full dad mode and pep talks everyone. She wrote down punishment time and then wrote a line through it. I told her I would read all of these exactly how they are, so I even have to read her mistakes. Luis is now in an arena with hundreds of Hardasian hunters. One of them is scowling at him. It might be his face? We're not completely clear on that. A big white spine?
White spine. Yeah.
Oh, back to reality.
oh,
There goes
There
gravity.
goes gravity. Raphael sees a small spren skittering around in the arena that looks like Orogo. Renarin is visibly shaken every time he holds a shard blade. He shakes Mar. Adeline, big pup set. We protect Delinar on the way back to camp. Raphael asks Luis where Rogo is. Rogo is so who the fuck in the arena? Rogo is there.
There. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh god. She scribbled this one, so I have to try to read it and make sense of it. Something asks Luis if blank of the Hadesians, that she crossed that out, so probably not write notes. Raphael tells Luis to talk to Lowell about splitting people in two. Kind of forgot about that. To get his 2 sprint in 1. 2 plus 1 plus 1 equals 2 boys.
Quick maths.
We're at the holding cells with Dalinar and Elhokar. Dalinar big mad with Elhokar. Elhokar is a bitch. Saudi says he'll battle Adeline in 1 year's time. Elhokar calls for the execution. Dalinar tries to intervene. Elhokar being a bitch again. Dalinar says he'll be an enemy if he's killed. Staring contest. Dalinar wins. Kaladin going to the slammer. Let's see here. Dalinar says Kaladin is wrong about Amaran. Kaladin calls Amaran a... See, it's really hard to make this one out because it looks like multiple things mixed into one. It looks like an L, a U, a W, half a W, and a B all as a single. Has a bitten again? Has a bitch again, maybe? Probably a bitch again, honestly. Dalinar tells Kaladin to use his prison time to think. Dalinar calls Kaladin a child. To the bar! Duel is the talk of the town. I want to go try Horneater wine, and it was a regretful moment for me. Luis tries to convince the bartender we got free booze. Varix pays for the entire team for team bonding because we convinced him to. Moash talking to a dark eye who handles themselves like a light eyes and colors their eyes to be different. She specifically put down Garrick trying to be nosy. Moash clocks Garrick and nods at him to join. We have the moment with us over there. Pelinar joins us. Pelinar tries pep talking. Bro, I totally would have jumped in and helped. Totally. Oh, God. Dark and light eye guy is named Graves. Secrets time. Elhokar sucks, right? Is this a coup planning sesh or an assassination planning sesh? We shall see. Disposal of an assassination it is. Disposed of. Oh, assassination it is. That makes more sense to read it that way. So I agree. Pelinar agrees, but Skirt of Consequences says to still trust Dalinar. Wait. We're gonna wait till Dalinar leaves to stibby stab Elhokar. Guys, we're plotting Caesar's demise. Yeah, too, Brute. Let's see here. They say Cal is in. If Kaladin's in, they're in. Graves' contacts are leaking. He has green eyes. Graves is a shard bearer. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Luis makes some dice for drinking games. Luis and Varix. Luis versus Varix up first. Luis loses. Luis says sometimes he floats to a place filled with bubbles.
Bubbly.
Me bubbles.
Batman noise. It says Varix verse and then it's crossed out and says Batman noise. So I'm assuming. Lowell trying to see what's in the sphere. Science in the alleyway. Varix versus Toomey. Holy fuck, how many fucking pages of notes? This is like my 5th one. I didn't never like reading in front of the class. This is awful. Varix says his
You're doing
blood
great.
is worth a lot of money. Toomey versus Raphael. Raphael says they enjoy music, even though they're not good at it, yet plays us a note. Raphael versus Pelinar. Pelinar doesn't believe in the monarchies. Pelinar being cringe. Freedom is
Down with King
infringement.
Charles.
I'm sorry, the fact that she just wrote down that you are just completely cringe is the notes. That's a good note. This is why we read her notes. Raphael says Pelinar is a man of comedy like them. Pelinar versus Garrick. Garrick is also done with the patriarchy. 9 nighttime. Luis asks Rogo if they saw the vision he had. Rogo thinks it was a small man with colorful hair. Rogo talks therapy with Luis. Small man poked through some of Luis's repression walls, so he's seeing more. Oh, just kidding. This is punishment. Luis stumbles into a fucking grave. And fucks it up. Owner big mad. Luis over something light and a scary lol face in the graveyard.
Yeah, I pretended to be Lol.
That's right.
So now Lol's in trouble for
Guards
knocking
are
over
scared
gravestones.
of or respect lol.
Probably
business.
both.
Yeah, that's probably why it's in there. Let's see here. Rumors why lol was thrown out of the Yakuza. Ooh, T. That's her writing. Raphael chats with Koshi. Koshi wants Kaladin out. There's more harm in freeing him than helping him. Oh my fucking god, there's still 2 more pages of fucking notes at least.
Jesus.
The promise I have made is to read all of this, and I'm apologizing ahead of time. I should have started way earlier.
I appreciate
Raphael
it.
says Kaladin has got issues. Lol. LOL, not LUL for the record. Windrunners are hard of themselves.
Hard on.
It says hard of themselves. So I'm going to go with hard of themselves. We're hard of themselves. Cool. Don't want to think about what that could interpret. Big brothers and sisters. Raphael has a soft spot. Raphael asks about Rogo's twins. Says cryptic. Always good to see. Lowell talks to Snare. Asks if he's satisfied. Emotions are hard for Sprin and sociopaths. Cough, cough. My ways to break things. Okay, buddy. Lowell asks about more control. Kaladin is close to the 3rd ideal. There's 5 ideals. Question mark. I have heard Syl talk. Syl wasn't killed in the
Recreants, I assume.
Requience. Yep, it's probably spelled that way, but she went comatose, and that was when her knight died. Adeline is missing from camp. Vision time through Kaladin's eyes. He's in jail. Kaladin's first time in prison. He's restless. He misses the wind. Disturbance in the jail or force. Kale, Syl, Callan, Syl, something breaking out. Doesn't look like a word. Deplate baking out? I don't know.
Debate, I assume.
Debate. That'd make more sense. Looks like a P, not a B. I have no room to talk. My writing still looks like a 3-year-old's. Cal doesn't like Elokar talking treason. Hoyd is at the jail cell and he's got jokes.
We've got jokes.
Oh, you ready for the better joke? And 2 more pages.
Jesus Christ. Brittany,
She's thorough.
you've written more words about my campaign than I have.
This is a 1 session. This entire notebook is her notebook for the fucking campaign.
And she already had another one.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. I forgot. This is...
This is number 2.
Okay, we're not even halfway through number 2, though. That's the good news.
Okay.
Which is, if Journal 2 can last us till the end of book 3?
Book 2.
Until the end of book 3. If it can last us till the end of book 3, I'll be happy. Story, blah blah blah. Fleet finishes the race, blah blah blah. Sorry, Brittany, I'm expediting this shit. Storm catches everyone eventually. We already kind of know all this. Actually, literally all 6 of us in the call right in this moment know this whole story. Pelinar offered to let the prince train with us. Yeah, this is perfect. Skip ahead to this. I could skip a whole page and be happy. Adeline is demanded to be locked up as long as Kaladin is. Secret time. Dalinar wants to make Kaladin a shard bearer. Renara's got some social anxiety. We learn Raphael volunteered to be a slave. What the fuck's up with that one, babe? I don't understand you. Raphael drops trow. Surprisingly, you. I almost read it without breaking, but then I read it and it hit me. All right. Anyway, Raphael drops trow. You boys are children, and it's written in like bold caps. D12,
What?
LOL.
What?
10 inches is average. Hard glare.
We're boys. We can't help it.
Thanks, babe.
You gotta know.
Raphael is 10 inches, Garrick is 12 inches. That's top. Vision time, Kaladin, Big Sad in jail cell. Pretty much the same shit, except they're looking for someone. Soon Kaladin might not be alone. Cal is oddly comforted. Someone is visiting him. We wake up. They release him Cal. Many, many, many dick jokes. Kaladin is getting reinstated. He doesn't believe he'll be let free. Dalinar doesn't want to talk about the Rashon affair. Please let this next one be the last fucking. Oh my god. Yes.
Jesus.
Rashon was a dick. He manipulated Elhokar.
No,
Dalinar
Raphael
banished
was
him.
a dick.
Oh, he was worse at a dick.
Or we're gonna jump right back on the dick jokes. Kaladin learns Adeline locked himself up with him. They are broing it out. Offers Cal shard plate. Cal says, "Give it to Moash," and that's pretty much what happened. Is Moash is like, I don't know what to fucking do. This is kind of cool, but it's also a little intimidating.
Sweet. All right. Yeah, in so many words, Kaladin was thrown in jail. He got a visit from Hoyd. You guys went and got drunk and learned more about each other. Kaladin got a story. Storm catches everyone eventually. But it's the fact that he kept running that matters. Moash was given the shard plate, and you all are in the middle of the hall as this is occurring. All right. Yeah, so you guys are going to see Teft walk up to Cal, essentially say, "Come on, let's go eat stew," or Teft's, or rocks, rather. Fucking 4, well, what, 3 weeks stew or some shit. And Cal essentially is going to look at him and just give me a minute. He's going to head over towards Moash. Pelinar and Mr. Garrick, roll perception checks, please.
Hey guys, I was reading that thing for so long. I still have League of Legends opened up and nothing else.
Shame.
It's a hot coffee
Ding.
pot.
It's a hot coffee pot.
Let's see here.
It's an awfully hot coffee pot.
Oh, nat 20. I rolled real dice. I can send
Nice.
a picture.
You're good.
We believe in you.
I believe you.
You had no reason to lie yet, except for that one time you saved our asses by lying. To be fair, you're a rogue. That actually does fit as a phrase there. Sorry, is Pelinar supposed to only be level 5?
Oh, that's probably the wrong Pelinar.
That's probably the wrong Pelinar. Heard.
That was the one with 2 eyes.
So, can't get my mic on my computer to work, so I'm doing this from my phone. But I got my character sheet up now.
You're so
You
good.
open the window when you get a chance. When you get a chance, you don't have to get up now. Okay.
No fighting. No fighting.
But that's a big part of D&D.
Talking to the animals.
Well, but I mean, it's not really
Not
a
in my session.
Teach
clarification,
their
is
own.
it?
Teach their own.
Hey man, that's just Pokemon.
I'm biased. I don't want you trying to start shit.
Oh yeah, I actually have to hit the button.
Button. Muff button.
Muffin
Hey,
button.
what
That's
did I
Pal
just say, bud?
World.
So how about that? I rolled a natural 20 as well, but I'm not logged in yet. But you
Cool.
can definitely see it in the chart there.
You're good. Alrighty.
That's
Yeah,
fucking awesome. We
you
just rolled 2
two,
natural 20s.
you two are, despite it being across the room, completely privy to exactly what Mr. Kaladin and Moash are talking about. Make sure to update your count, by the way, with those two.
Already got
all
it.
This is the weirdest way I've eaten a burrito.
Yeah, there's
You'll
like a hot dog.
you'll
Okay.
see/hear
Next
Kaladin
one,
walk up
hot
to
dog.
the armorers who are helping out with Moash, and you'll hear him say, "I'll help him with the rest." As the armorers withdrew reluctantly, leaving Kaladin and Moash largely alone at this point. I had a lot of time to think. I can imagine. The time led me to a few decisions. One is that your friends are right. You guys will see Moash's eyebrows visibly raise as he turns sharply to Kaladin. So tell them that I agree to your plan. I'll do whatever they want me to do in order to help them accomplish their task. You see Moash take Cal by the arm. I told them you'd see. This will help too. We'll do what we must, and when we finished, I think a certain man you challenged might need the same treatment. I only agree because it's for the best. For you, Moash. This is about revenge, and don't try to deny it. I really think this is what Alethkar needs. Maybe what the world needs. Oh, I know. You see Moash say, putting on the helmet, his visor up, as he took a deep breath, then took a step and stumbled, nearly crashing to the ground. Slowly he steadies himself by grabbing the table, and the wood crushes beneath his fingers, splintering. You see Moash look down and laugh at what he did. This is gonna change everything. Thank you, Cal. Thank you.
Does he seem kind of like he's drunk on power almost in a moment there?
He seems elated. I mean, everybody.
Seems like just real happy to have this kind of.
I mean, it's shard plate.
You're basically
Everybody,
given the power of a god.
Oh shit! I forgot about that.
everybody likes shard plate.
I thought you were just describing him after.
Just making sure he's not getting all. I could rule the world.
No, I thought what happened
No.
is he used the supplements on his eyes, and they made him like super fucking just out there.
No, he's a shard bearer right now.
I'm seeing birds, kind of thing. We don't have birds here, do we?
You have chickens. That's
we have
it.
a lot of chickens.
You got chickens.
Much.
Look at all those chickens.
It doesn't matter what the bird is, it's a chicken. In any case, you'll see Moash. Thank you, Kaladin. Thank you. Let's get those armorers to help you take it off. No, you go to the rock storming feast. I'm gonna go to the sparring grounds and practice. I won't take this off until I can move it naturally. You see Kaladin kind of nod as Moash jogs off. Alrighty. The rest of you start to slowly filter out as everybody heads off to Moash's 3-week stew to see how the hell the thing tastes. If you're talking, Garrick, you are muted.
No, sorry, I was just realizing I was in the Celadus Academy, and that's where everyone. I was like, "Where is everyone at?" I'm like, "Oh, it says Roshar on the map." So my brain went, "Yeah, I'm good."
We're trying 3-week-old stew. Let's do it.
You already did.
Long stew. On the way over, if anybody has anything they want to talk about, now would be the time.
Apparently, no one.
Nada. Okay. You go. You get you some stew. You chill out for that.
Stew time.
And
Yeah.
unless anybody has anything else, I guess you could take a long rest.
Can I ask Appy how he thinks I'm doing?
I think the group's doing real good. Seem to be cohesive. I think you're getting close to the next ideal.
I like that. I like that a lot.
Sorry?
Ideals make me feel good.
Good.
You could say they're ideal.
Haha. So funny.
I chuckle to myself as I hear that in my brain for some
Imagine that in your head. I hate you, but I love it.
That's so funny.
We're giving out participation awards. Hey, I'm just joking. I love you.
In any case, Garrick, Pelinar, you
Sorry,
said that you
stop.
were in if Khaled is in, and it seems
Yep.
Cal's in.
Ah, shit.
Oh shit. Oh
Remember,
fuck.
no real kings.
Remember, no king.
Remember, no real king.
Oh my god.
Oh,
So what we're gonna do is give him prostate cancer.
Remember,
Sorry.
no Russian.
No, testicular cancer. That's what King Charles has.
Ooh,
Jesus.
Yeah,
Heard it
really?
was cancer of some kind.
died.
Anyways,
Sure.
you all
Wait,
are
Chloe was the queen's son.
Hmm.
No, that's a different one.
slipping your way into schleppy time.
Visions?
No,
Any visions?
no. You guys get a nice long night's rest.
That's
You
a
good?
new one.
Huh.
Don't usually get a nice long rest, okay, man? Usually there's some shit that happens.
Better start writing your will. Oh wait, you can't write, bitch. Sorry,
for women.
My bad.
Yeah.
I'll write your will for you if you want.
I feel like that's a threat.
It's not like
I wouldn't trust a woman to write my will, thank you.
You're probably gonna need a will after that comment.
Oh,
Yeah,
I know
yeah.
damn well what you have down below, but it doesn't prove shit. I've seen a woman that's a man.
where have you been traveling to?
I'm a slave. You see a lot of shit while you're a
Eh.
slave.
You want to run that by us again?
I don't think Thailand is in this world.
Fucking shots fired at a whole continent or a whole country, huh? Alright, cool.
Neither
Cool.
is Southern California.
Anyways, to expedite some shit.
Oh,
the,
As we,
the
turn,
next-
as we turn Brandon's stream out of PG-13,
What is happening right now?
all right. So
international waters, baby.
you guys will wake up the next morning, long rested. And Lul's squad, you guys are going to be sent out on a bridge run in order to protect Adolin specifically, while they are assaulting a Parshindi held plateau with a Jim Hart on it. As you
Done
are,
doing
you
this
guys.
whole bridge running thing.
Well, you guys aren't actually.
we do it on the weekends.
It's being dragged by Chols, essentially. It's like a giant mechanical bridge. You guys are just protecting. In any case, as you guys are all protecting, everybody roll a perception check.
Percepciones.
I don't
Nice.
trust you to roll for me.
I'm gonna stand up.
Nice.
Okay.
Hey, that's a good one.
We're doing good
That's pretty
today.
good.
Well, yeah, it's a good thing I'm doing this on my phone because I don't know
Jesus.
what the fuck's going on my computer. Now Discord won't load for me, so.
Fun.
You
God
broke
damn,
it.
guys. Those are some good averages for everybody that has
What
two
the
eyes.
fuck?
God, I have eyes.
We both rolled a 19.
That's the
Hey, you don't even have the lazy eye anymore. That fixed itself. Alrighty. As you guys are watching the battle go, this is kind of a longer one. It takes a few hours. There's a lot of back and forth, but eventually the Kolin troops are kind of pushing over. Off to the left-hand side, everybody except for Pelinar is going to see what looks like the shard bearer that you saw on the tower assault back the day before you were freed. And you'll see them point at Adolin with their shard blade and then up in the air, kind of in a flat position before letting it go. What are we doing?
Repite, por favor.
The shard bearer that you saw on the tower
Oh.
assault the day before you all were freed took their shard blade. They're kind of off to the side where none of the fighting is going on. There's not even any Parshendi with them. Pointed the shard blade at Adolin, lifted it above their head flat, and then released it, causing it to turn to mist. Adolin doesn't seem to have noticed this.
Oh, someone should let him know what's going on. You guys are friends with him.
Yeah, I'll just fucking.
I'll nudge
Point it
Garrick to have him.
I know.
Well, I-
So we wrote the same freaking.
You,
yeah, well, you'll look out the right eye, and
Hey,
I'll look out the left eye.
Adolin, they were bearing their shard blade at you, and then it disappeared.
Oof, missed.
you'll see Adolin kind of look over, squint, and then kind of smile. Finally, seems my communications did get through. Come on, follow me.
That's always good.
As he will start making his way kind of over in that direction. As you all approach, you'll see the Parshendi Shardbearer have their visor up, and you'll see no beard underneath. It looks like an extremely long, or tall and large, kind of warrior Parshendi woman. I am Ishanai. Do you remember me? No. You see Adolin say. His voice, you guys are noticing he kind of pitched it down a bit to try to emulate Dalinar a little as he talks. Not surprising. I was young and unimportant when we first met. Barely worth remembering. You see Adolin kind of taken aback. You guys are noticing when the Parshendi talk, there's kind of this sing-songish humming nature to them. Actually, Raphael, you're noticing it to kind of be a slightly similar pattern to when Koshi talks to you. In any case, you guys will see a scribe taking down a span read and writing down exactly what Ishanai says. What is this? I came, as you asked, but I will record what it said and send it back to my generals. We are here to discuss the terms of the Parshendi surrender. That is not the point at all. Then what? You seemed eager to meet me. Why? Things have changed since last I spoke with your son, Blackthorn. Important things. You see the words being transmitted through span read back to Dalinar. What things? Things you cannot imagine. We tire of this war, Parshendi. Your numbers dwindle. We know this. Let us make a truce, one that would benefit us both. We are not as weak as you believe. What do you want? How can there be peace? There will be peace, Blackthorn, when one of us is dead. I came here because I wanted to see with my own eyes. I wanted to warn you. We have just changed the rules of this conflict. Squabbling over gemstones no longer matters. Wait. Why? Why are you acting like this? What's wrong? You really want to end this? Yes. Peace. I want peace, regardless of the cost. Then you will have to destroy us. Why? Why did you kill Gavilar all those years ago? Why betray our treaty? King Gavilar. He should not have revealed his plans to us that night. Poor fool. He did not know. He bragged thinking we would welcome the return of our gods. You see Eshonai shake her head and then turn off, jogging. Before she does, could I get another set of perception checks?
Everybody?
No.
Everybody.
No, you can't do this thing twice to me because I'm gonna succeed it both times.
Hell yeah.
That's better.
And if you do this thing and I succeed it both times, then I see what I saw, my friend.
You want to know the real funny thing? You didn't succeed. Lol. You're the only one that notices this. In Eshonai's eyes, with that strange kind of black and white marbling on her skin, you see tiny sparks of red lightning just right from the pupil dashing in. Red lightning that you've seen once before, carried in the hands of Shin, otherwise known as Relaine. There's a long pause as finally the span reed moves on the other side. Return to the war camps. There's nothing you or I myself could have done. Clearly, her mind was already made up. As you all return, it's a long and trudging path. You see Adolin spend most of the ride on his Rishadium Sureblood, just kind of pouting. At the very least, brooding. If anybody has any questions, comments for each other, now would be a good time. Otherwise, we can continue right back to the camp.
I will definitely share what I saw in the eye of the Parshendi lady.
With whom? Everybody?
Yeah, with the group.
Okay.
Is it sus?
I mean, yeah.
A little bit.
It's not even what the question is this moral?
Back, I repeat.
Big morality
The
left
only-
the chat a long time
The only
ago.
true question is who's fit to be queen or king, and the real answer is no one.
Well, why do we need a king?
Palanir was right.
Say Pellinor was right.
Palanir was right. Who needs a
Pel-
king?
Did Pellinor say that Pellinor was right?
That's what I was like. Wait a minute.
No. Jake said.
I don't see a difference in what you said versus what I said. What?
Make a left car great again.
Oh, God. Okay.
Okay.
In the back, coming up with political slogans for most of the way back to the war camps. You all will see Adolin walk in with Dalinar, as you all are privy to the conversation. It seems they have not changed at all from that day when they killed Elokar. You did perfectly, son. We know everything that we need to. We do? Yes. We know that they will not agree to peace, no matter what. My conscience is clear. You see Adolin look over at the overspread maps. What is this? As you all look down, Garrick, you're the only one that really recognizes this directly, as there are troop movement symbols and figurines kind of all over the map of these Shattered Plains. A plan of the assault. The Parshendi will not deal with us, and they are planning something big, something that will change the war. The time has come to bring the fight directly to them and end this war, one way or another. Stormfather, and if we're surrounded while we're out there, we'll take everyone. our whole army, as many high princes as will join me. Soulcasters for food, and the Parshendi won't be able to surround that large of a force. And even if they did, it didn't matter. We'd be able to stand against them. We could leave right after the final high storm, just before the weeping.
Lush weeping.
It's a light year, so we should only have steady rains, no high storms for weeks. We won't be exposed to one while out on the plains, you hear Navani say from the side.
I don't trust that.
We have to beat them to it. Interrupt whatever they're planning before that countdown ends, as he points at the wall of his bedchamber, where you see that number that's been scratched in there has decreased down, only a few more weeks away.
I had to get the little
Good.
drinky poo.
Well, get your men trained up on those shard plates. I want my best generals out there. To succeed out on the plains, we're going to need shard bearers, and the loyalty of as many high princes as will follow me. I'll go to the neutral high princes and remind them of their oaths to fulfill the Vengeance Pact. I don't have too much we could do more to Sadius, but I hope that I could win at least a few more away from his side. It's a long way to go, but I believe that this is the path towards uniting Alethkar and bringing it back to greatness. See Adolin nod. Okay, Father. We'll prepare for the weeping.
This sounds like such a solid plan. I don't see it going wrong at all.
Not at all.
Not a bit.
Anywho, if Toomey were here, this would be the point where I would give her an assignment. However, Toomey's not here, therefore, no assignment for her.
Well, what would be the assignment?
Being nosy.
I mean, yeah.
Not totally
mean-
wrong.
He does do the nosy, you know what
I
I'm
was like-
saying?
According to the book, apparently I'm the next nosiest. According to her notes.
In any case, you guys are let free of your duty from the day and may go about the evening as you so desire.
Can't say.
Anybody want to do anything before we get to the expeditions?
Yes, I would like to make another carving, and
Okay.
cheers to the drinky poo.
Oh, yes. Cheers.
Oh shit! Let me go get. Hold on, before you fucking do this. If you're going to do this, let me join.
Wait, don't step on Cass. He just
I'm
got
not gonna do
comfortable.
I'm gonna just turn. No,
See, look what
no,
you
no,
did.
no. See, you're good. Don't be stupid.
A
Stupid.
little double rye tonight.
There he goes.
What are you attempting to carve?
Bye, Cass.
Well, I attempted to carve this last time because I have a funny that I would like to do with it. I am going to once again attempt to carve the face and neck of False Hydra.
Okie dokie. Performance check with advantage.
Why though?
Oh my god, it rolled
Do you even
off
remember what it looked like?
of
It's so funny, the more that you're trying to focus on getting this thing right, the farther away you get from it. It's almost as
Heck,
if it's fucky with your memories.
I am once
looks like a
again
cute
gonna
little
just
garden
throw
kid.
this thing in the fire.
the
I'm
big
getting
old googly
upset
eyes.
at it. I'm giving up on this challenge.
I didn't think that was mine.
Huh?
I didn't think that was mine.
No, it's been used for a long time. You asked me to put it in the freezer.
No, I don't think drinks are expired
Probably not.
unless they're from Walmart.
Who knows?
Wait, what expires?
Don't worry about it.
Drinks, frozen drinks. If it's in the freezer, it's not expired.
Well, what kind of drink is it?
Cheers.
It just
Uh,
loses quality.
Josh Brothers.
Doesn't
it's
matter
a
now.
fucking drink. It's a
It's a
rebel.
mix.
I wouldn't trust it.
Oh well, see, yeah, this is a different drinky poo. This is a make me do dumb things drinky poo.
Damn, I would have made a picture tonight if I had known.
I'm not drinking much. I did a very small amount. Literally less than half this
And then,
cup.
to be fair, if you drank one of my drinks, you'd probably pass out.
Yeah, I don't need to be off the rocker for the night.
Alrighty. Cool. Well. Garrick.
before we expedite, could I check in with my sprint if
Yeah.
anyone else is also doing that?
Of course.
You guys can go first.
It looks like you're the first one. So,
Okay.
what to talk about with Koshi?
I'm tinking.
Okay. I'd look down at little coat, give a slight nod.
Mm. Mm.
So, are you feeling overwhelming dread yet for the upcoming war, which is just a suicide?
Mm.
It would be a very creative way to die, so I'm okay with this.
I have the feeling that we either are going to win small or lose very big.
I thought he was just gonna stop at either win or lose, and I'm like, well, no shit.
Goes just a little slow on the uptake sometimes.
I'm not there. This is all in your head.
I see. Well, if I do die, are you gonna find a new vessel?
I don't know. Other of my kind do not like humans.
Hmm.
If I get sent back, maybe I will have issues. Hmm.
Well, I'd give you a 4 out of 5 of a Yelp review. So, sorry, lingo. I would give you a 4 out of 5. I think you're doing as well as you can. But no one gets a 5 because no one's perfect. Unless they're Kaladin, in which case, you take
get-
some, you leave some with him.
You get depression,
Yeah.
but you also get cum gutters.
Yeah. I'm
Why
pretty
that
sure the
wasn't
guy
mentioned in
started
the
a
book?
cult, unintentionally. So, hey, he's well on his way to royalty at that point. Okay. One other thing before I head to bed, or whatever it is that we're doing here shortly.
Sit.
I thought you were talking to me. I was like, what the fuck?
No, I'm talking to Kaz because he's being all weird.
Have you seen any more of those lookalikes flowing about?
No, nothing recently. Just the red spren streaking through the sky.
And Red Sprint is what again?
They look like lightning. Strange. Not seen before. Started happening a few days ago.
And that's the one that I saw in the arena, I think, right?
No.
No,
No,
that's
what you
the-
saw was
That
another
was the
cryptic.
lookalike one? Okay. Well, good chat.
Yeah.
If I die, I die.
Jolly good.
But here's to hoping,
Mm. You're tough to kill. Just don't break your oath.
Freedom above all else.
Yeah. Life before death. Strength before weakness. Journey before destiny. You see Koshi kind of slip down and nuzzle just right in between your kind of neck.
A little pat.
Pat, pat.
Meanwhile, Garrick.
Oh no. I don't like when I get called on. Teacher, no, I don't want to. I don't
Are
want
you
to lead
about to
another one.
witness another murder?
Probably.
Something's weird.
Oh god, I'm probably gonna witness another murder. Let me get more alcohol in my system.
No, like
Is it
Like
calm? Is it
like
too calm?
no, like something's missing.
Pat self down.
No, you got all your possessions.
Are you there, bud? Hair? Ah, shit.
Do.
I'll take the level of exhaustion and I'll just stay up the entire night trying to find him.
Anything else that you're trying while doing so?
Solely, I'm looking for him
Oh.
because he is an importance to me. I mean, I'm listening around, but the reality
Roll.
is my focus is all on him. So,
Roll an Arcana check as well.
oh yeah, I always forget that I can do this. I'm gonna eliminate the past and try to figure out where he's at.
As soon as you try to breathe in Stormlight, nothing comes.
Ooh, that's a problem. Okay, perception check. You said.
None anymore. That it was going to be an Arcana check. It was for that
Yeah.
exactly.
Okay, cool.
As you
Okay.
continue around for a bit, you kind of are wandering. Pellinar. Mr. Muted.
He's probably
Yes.
Discord.
Mhm.
Yes, I'm here.
Yes. Mr. Pellinar. Something's missing.
Besides my eye?
Yeah. After a bit, you notice there's no Brash. The fuck happened to Brash?
That's right, I haven't talked to Brash in a bit. Yeah, where the fuck is my sprint?
You also try to breathe in Stormlight and nothing comes.
Is anyone else having some performance issues right now? With their spread?
That just might be the wine talking.
I mean, with their spread. Is anyone else's spread missing?
Is my spread missing?
Nope, Happy's there. He's chilling.
Happy's here.
Rogo?
Hey,
Rogo's there.
23 months.
Well,
million
still here, huh?
dollars.
I think you just might have pissed him off. I don't know what else to tell you. Maybe you're just not nice. Did you offer him some wine? Oh, I think not.
I don't think spread drink.
Well, then, are you just assuming this, or did you ask him? It's part of the problem. I can tell.
I can't ask him if he's not here.
Well, you know what? Maybe you shouldn't have chased him off. Or go look for him. It's what I'd do if I lost Rogo. I'd just listen for the careful, quiet hum of his beautiful medley.
Mm,
Sadly, though, I think you might be onto something. I might have pissed him off. I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, see, it's not good.
Garrick. As you wander through the night trying to find air, you're kind of reaching out mentally, just shouting again and again in your head, just air, 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 what the fuck? And eventually
Buddy, where you hiding?
you'll kind of see floating amongst what looks like a few little puddles spread. Just a little kind of misty cloud.
Is there anyone nearby?
Not really, it's kind of late.
Well, I just want to make sure I'm not the crazy guy that's talking to a puddle here.
Mhm.
I'm gonna try to communicate with these Sprint if I can, and see if they've seen air anywhere.
You you start talking to the puddle,
See a little
and
bubbly, kind of like yourselves.
as you do, you'll see a little moat kind of go out from the misty area and kind of circle around you. Oh, got lost. Contradictions. Weakening. You see him kind of turn into his more humanoid form and like lay down on your side, just almost very corpse-ish.
What do you mean by that, air?
Contradictions. Contradictions.
Can I try to insight that?
Sure.
Solid +1, maybe. Let's go.
Okay, so what you're noticing, kind of having experienced them prior, is they seem like unusually and kind of unfathomably weak at the moment, which is real weird. You've only seen this kind of thing once, and that was when you had the vision of the heralds abandoning their oaths.
Are you implying that I'm abandoning my oath?
Contradiction. That's all. That's all Eric keeps saying.
Is it because you no longer believe in a true king?
On the other side, as you kind of try to breathe in a little bit of Stormlight, you notice that it comes, but it's real slow and pretty small. Pelinar, what are you doing about your missing Brash situation?
Well, I'm also gonna go searching around.
Okay.
I'm thinking
As-
as loud as I can.
As you think as loud as you can, you see a little wind ribbon kind of float over with you as a bunch of windsprin kind of sweep by and the cool breeze, and it'll pop out. Well, hi there. You've been real silly, as you'll see Brash poke you on the middle of the nose.
Oh, Brash. You're not upset with me?
Oh, only as upset as you are yourself.
Yep.
As you
You're
see
real.
him kind of slip down. You've been making some very silly decisions, giving you away oaths.
You're right. I have.
You can't exactly undo it. You gave your word. Tricky,
I know.
tricky. As you'll see Brash kind of fall into a similar catatonic state as it just kind of chills on the top of your head.
It's just hard to respond. I should honestly just take
Nice thing to
those.
put it here again.
Should honestly take the speakers that we have in the room and just plug them to my computer for these nights.
What am I to do?
Alrighty. Well, slowly finding your guys' way back, you'll get the nice long night's rest. As a couple days pass, things kind of fall to relative normity. It is, however, say it with me, Varix. Payday!
Payday.
Hey.
Get a big bag.
Payday.
Barter.
Take all your money.
You
Throw
get-
it at him.
You guys will wake up in the morning. What are you doing, Mr. Varix?
Just gonna not wake them up because it's payday, and I'm just gonna leave all of their money at the foot of their beds.
Okie You all wake up in the morning with 5 fresh platinum, otherwise known
Merry
as emeralds,
Christmas, Mom.
just chilling out at the base of your bed.
Merry Christmas.
Happy Chrysler.
Mary
Alrighty.
Chisholm.
So you guys are going to be going on an expedition with some of the Colin scribes.
And sorry, how much gold or electrum was that?
Yeah, so that's 5 platinum.
Technically gold, depending on who's using what. Because I have gold to top. No, gold
5
to electrum is what
platinum?
mine is.
All right.
It should be platinum to electrum, but
All right. So I'm just gonna.
I've always done gold. I don't know why. Because they're right next to each other. That's why.
okay. But yeah. So regardless, before you guys head out on the expedition, this is essentially going to be like just a week out. Or actually, no, sorry, this one's actually shorter than that. This is about 3 days out, just with the bulk of the Colin army, just getting trained on moving quickly over long ranges on the plateaus. It's also an opportunity for the scribes to start mapping out the areas more thoroughly. Yeah, so you guys will be out for probably 2 days, 3 days ish.
You gather up rations and everything.
Cool, cool. Anybody
I'm just
wanna
thinking on what errors told me.
infuse their shit?
I will go get
Oh
my
yeah, that's a good idea.
Alright.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Uh,
I'm gonna
Big
do all
good
my
idea.
my shenanigans.
So take away 1 platinum and then you get full infusions.
Okay. Which goes into Electrum, right?
Yep.
6. Okay, so this goes up to 3. This goes up 300. So this will be 6.
Yeah, and how much platinum is an Electrum?
0.
Or how much Electrum is 1
50.
platinum?
So
50 Electrum to 1
Electrum,
platinum.
1 platinum.
Cool.
So I should have exactly equal. And then for you, it would be the same. Except for move 1. And that gives you the rest of those full charge, which is a total of 6, which is 300. Yeah, we're full charge.
Cool, cool. Alrighty. Anything that anybody else wishes to purchase prior to your expedition?
I think so.
I mean, we've already got rations, right?
Yeah, I mean, what's provided by the army.
Yeah, it should be fine. I lived off that shit for most of my life.
Mhm. Alrighty. Cool. Well, if nobody has anything else, then you all go out on your long march.
Marching away, we're
As you
marching away.
As you all slowly start making your way across the plains with the large bulkhead of the army, you do find kind of a strange relationship having been formed with it. Bursts of terror, a lot of time, but a great deal of familiarity overall. You all walk in the sun as little rock buds retract their vines as you walk by. You see shale bark lining some of the chasms, some life spren, some wind spren passing on by. You see the large mechanical bridges which fold all the way directly up and then back out, then up again as you pass chasm after chasm. Eventually, after probably half a day of moving, you all will see what looks like a figure with a very long pole kind of pass across the one of the chasms and start making their way over towards Dalinar.
Do you say pole? Like
Yeah, very long
stick?
pole. Mhm. As they come up, you will see what looks like a kind of shorter, stockier man, long beard, in colon blue. uh, we saw something out there, bright lord. You can see the small, gruff man thought to Dalinar. Saw with my own 2 eyes, recorded date and time on my ledger. There's a man, a glowing one, flew around the sky back and forth on the plains. You hear Dalinar just give a solid grunt. I'm not crazy, sir. The other lad saw it too. Once I believe you, soldier. It was the assassin in white. He looked like that when he came for the king.
Shit.
Right, Lord, sir. That's what I thought. Some of the men back at camp told me I was seeing what I wanted. Nobody wants to see that one. But why would he spend his time out here? Why hasn't he come back to attack if he's this close? You guys will hear Kaladin clear his throat. That fort up there, is it wood? Yes. Sir. You see the Paul Walter kind of notice the knots on Kaladin's shoulder, indicating that he's a captain. That can't possibly withstand a high storm. We break it down, sir. And carry it back to camp? Or leave it out here for the storm? Leave it, sir. No, we stay here with it. Points at one of the small burrowed out sections of rock, cut with hammers or a shard blade. At the base of the stone formation, it didn't look that large. More like a cubby, really. Looked like they took down the wooden floor of the platform above and then locked it into place with clasps on the side of the cubby to form a kind of door. Right, Lord, sir. The one in white might be out here somewhere, waiting. Thank you, soldier. Dalinar says, nodding in dismissal. Keep an eye out for us while we travel. We've had reports of chasm fiends moving along the camps. Yes, sir. You see the man jog back towards the rope ladder. What if the assassin does come for you? Kaladin says pretty softly towards Dalinar. I don't see how it would make any difference out here. He'll be back eventually. On the plains or in the palace. We'll have to fight him. I wish you'd accept one of those shard blades that Adolin has been winning, sir. Feel a lot more comfortable if you could defend yourself. I think you'd be surprised. I do feel wrong leaving Elokar alone back there, though. The assassin said that he wanted you, sir. If you're apart from the king, that'll only serve to protect him. I suppose, unless that assassin comes back here misdirected. Assassin's comments back there were misdirection. I might order you to stay with me next time. I can't help but feel like I'm missing something important, something right in front of me. See, Kaladin set his jaw, trying to ignore kind of what you guys are feeling as something of a chill in the air. About your imprisonment. Already forgotten, sir. I appreciate not being demoted. You're a good soldier. Most of the time. You see Dalinar's eyes flick back towards you all. Renarin, who's been spending more time with some of the other bridge crews, seems to be what his eyes land on pretty readily. He's actually starting to fit in, sir. The men like him. I never thought I'd see the day. Dalinar nod. How was he after what happened at the arena? He refused to go to practice with Zyle, so as far as I know, he hasn't summoned his shard blade in weeks. Can't decide if his time with your men are good for him, helping him think like a soldier, or it's just encourage him to avoid his greater responsibilities. Sir, if I may say so, your son seems like kind of a misfit. Out of place, awkward alone. You see Dalinar nod. And I could say with confidence that Bridge 4 is probably the best place he could find himself. You hear Dalinar grunt. I trust your judgment. Go, make sure those men of yours are watching out for the assassin, in case someone does come today. So Kaladin nod and jog back to you guys, relaying the information that was passed on by the scout. You all start your walk again. Slowly but surely trudging on for a few more hours. Anything we want to say, talk about, do?
I'm still mullinating on what Air told me at this point.
Okay.
Trying to figure out where the contradiction is.
I'm full eyes up for the assassin in white. I'm not.
One bald man looking out for another.
Yes.
I would like to make another carving. This
Okay.
time, I'm going to do it of blue.
Of blue? Oh, the dog.
The doggo blue. Oh my god.
Well, we're all
Oh my god.
Oh,
My performance has gone to shit.
Wow.
I am just not focused.
yeah. No, you just keep thinking about that arena and that man whose face looks so similar to yours, and you just can't focus on jack shit otherwise.
Yep. And I don't know what to do.
Your carving skills feel impotent.
Yes, they do. I feel like I've kind of been kneecapped here.
Someone else is having performance issues.
Yes.
I don't know where that
After a little bit, you'll see Adolin trot up in his Rashadium. The gorgeous white horse with hooves that crash down like hammers. Walking Kaladin, I thought you had full requisition rights from my father's stables. I have full requisition right from the quartermasters too, but you don't see me hiking out here with a cauldron on my back just because I can. You should try riding more. You have to admit there are advantages. Speed of the gallop, height of the attack. I guess I just trust my own feet too much. See Adolin nod. Almost as if that was the wisest thing that a man had ever said. Before riding back and checking on Shalon and her palanquin. I have to admit, the young woman, she had gorgeous red hair and just a vibrancy for life that was unexpected. Everybody roll perception checks.
Okay.
I wish I had my computer set up. God damn. This is so difficult. I feel like.
All right. Well,
Could I
At
possibly
least-
bring that desk this weekend, maybe?
Oh, yeah. I still have to get the parts bought for the computer, and I don't know how.
Okay. You
computers
can say no.
work.
It's fine right here until you want it.
Okay. I'll ask Marsh and see when we're gonna get the rest of the computer built.
Okay.
You said perception, Trace?
Yeah. Mhm.
For everyone?
Nice.
And I'll roll for Marsh because he's in the bathroom.
This is fine. Okay, cool. Garrick doesn't hear this in the first place, so it's fine.
But me.
You guys will, let's see, Raphael and Pelinar specifically will hear Kaladin suddenly start talking to a rock beside him. So you're punishing me for agreeing to help Moash. That's why I'm having trouble with Stormlight. Syl, are you alright? You seem...
What did I miss?
You miss nothing because you're dumb as shit.
That's absolutely fair and warranted.
Love you.
Sit down.
Raphael, Pelinar, it's in this moment that you kind of half hear. You have to decide what you want, Kaladin. You don't like Moash's plan. Are you trying to force me to change my mind regarding it? I don't want to force you to do anything. You have to do what you think is right. That's what I'm trying to do. No, I don't think you are. Fine, I'll tell Moash and his friends I'm out. It's not that I'm not going to help them. But you gave Moash your word. I gave my word to Dalinar too. That's the problem, isn't it? I've made 2 promises and I can't keep my word to both. You see Cal walking as he just looks wide-eyed. What do I do, Syl? You must speak the words. I don't know them. Find them. Find them soon, Kaladin. And no, simply telling Moash that you won't help isn't going to work. You've gone too far for that. You need to do what your heart needs to do. And stay with me, Syl. I'll figure this out. Just don't lose yourself. Please, I need you. Nearby, you guys will hear the gears on Dalinar's bridge mechanism turning as soldiers twisted levers. The entire thing starts to unfold across the chasm. Stop! 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 You hear Shalon shout as she jogs up, a flurry of red hair and blue silk, large floppy hat on her head to keep out the sun. 2 guards jogged after her. Jagged. You see Kaladin spin around suddenly, alarmed by her tone, searching for signs of the assassin in white. But Shalon, puffing, raised her safe hand to her chest. Storms, what's wrong with these palanquin porters? Absolutely refuse to move quickly. It's not it's not stately, they said. Well, I don't really do stately. All right, give me a minute, then you may continue. You see Shalon sit on a rock next to the bridge. Baffled soldiers were guarding her as she dug out her drawing pad and then began sketching. All right, continue. I've been trying all day to get a progressive sketch of that bridge as it unfolds, storming porters. This is a very bizarre woman.
Yeah.
Everybody except for Luis, roll an insight check.
Oh, that's great. Louis already
Don't
gets it.
mind if I do.
Red-haired woman. Oh wait, shit.
Yeah, Palin, are you rolling naughty tonight, brother? Oh, nice. Okay. Raphael, Pelinar, Garrick, and Varix. This Shalon character reminds you a lot of Luis.
Like a familial kind of thing.
No.
Like it's like one of his 9 brothers.
No. More specifically, Raphael, since he got the natural 20. You're noticing that a lot of the same tendencies, the kind of artistic flourishes, and in fact, as you're really looking, you see a tiny little pattern slowly spinning on Shalon's dress.
Was that the lookalike that was in the arena?
That's what you presume.
I'm just gonna point. Just Pikachu face. Point back to Luis, back to her. Like, I'm doing this away from the
Yeah.
crowd, so they're not gonna just like behead me for my statements and gestures. But I'm like, Luis, twin. That's your
Cousin.
twin. You have the same sprint. Look. And I'm gonna point to
He
where
doesn't have a
the little
Rogo.
swirl
There's no one who
pattern
has
is.
Rogo.
I'm just gonna point and like gesture your head to where the pattern is that's swirling on her robes. Be like,
That's
see? It's the exact same.
I see the thing, and it looks familiar. I'm sure Rogo agrees with me, but he's one of a kind. It's just a
I'm sorry, you
cheap
said
copy.
cousin? Cousin? Is that what you said?
Cousin, relative, brother.
What color hair do you have?
Symbiotic, be like people
It
of
is
a
dark black.
kind.
I'm just gonna kind of do the uh-huh.
And also, Shalon is pale as hell, and Mr. Lewis's skin is pretty dark tan.
I wish Toomey was here so I could send her to investigate.
As this conversation's going, you guys will see Moash in his resplendent shard plate walk up and look over at Garrick and Pelinar and kind of nod over with Kaladin.
Can I see Kaladin's face and like inside it when he does this?
Sure.
To make sure we're not kind of getting fucked over here.
No. Kelsey still seems to have an implicit trust for Moash despite the rough situation with the Sprin.
Does it feel like the attempting of the coup could be potentially what's causing the Sprin to act the way they are?
You're having a hard time getting too much context because you didn't actually hear the previous conversation. Palinar, you're getting the sense that it's just, you have devoted your oath to 2 people there, Palinar, and you're having a hard time reconciling that.
I made a fucky wucky.
In any case, do you guys go over and join?
Yep.
Okay. As you do, you'll see, not you.
Fine. Just kidding.
Not part of the cool club yet.
You
You
guys
can
are going to
come join
see...
Our conversation over here about conspiracies of bloodlines.
you guys are going to see Moash salute Kaladin as he approaches. You don't need to salute me, Moash. You're light eyes now. You outrank me by a mile or 2. I'll never outrank you, Cal. You're my captain forever. But I can't tell you how much storming fun I'm having watching the light eyes try to figure out how to deal with me. Your eyes are really changing. Yeah, but I'm not one of them. You hear me? I'm one of us. Bridge 4. I'm our secret weapon. You see him give a wink. Secret. They've probably heard about you all the way in Erie by now, Moash. You're the first dark-eyed man and to be given a blade and plate in over a lifetime. Dalinar actually, you guys are aware, granted Moash lands and a stipend because of his current rank.
Dude's basically a lord.
Mm-hmm. You see Moash kind of lean in and nod to the two of you two as you approach. We're getting close. Close? I thought we were still at a few hours to go before we reached the dead chrysalis. Not that. The other thing. Oh, Moash, I mean, Cal, you're with us, right? You said it. Kaladin, you gave me these shards, even after you were angry with me for disobeying you. There's a reason. You know deep down that what I'm doing is right. It's the only solution. You see Kaladin nod. Moash kind of glanced around and stood up, the plate clinking as he did. Don't worry. Graves said we weren't going to have to do much. We just need an opening. We can't do it when Dalinar's in the war camp. I won't risk him being hurt. No problem. We feel the same way. We'll wait for the right moment. The newest plan is to hit the king with an arrow, so there's no risk of implicating you or anyone else. You lead him to the right spot, and Graves will fell the king with his own bow. He's an excellent shot. It seemed to not jive well with Kaladin.
Like that.
Seems to think it over a while. Then he kind of shakes his head. I don't know if I could do that there, Moash. Come back to me with, I think, a different plan. As he kind of pats him on the chest and looks at the two of you.
Hey,
Not
no
solemnly.
questions. I just nod to him and I follow him.
Not solemnly. And then continues on his way. As he walks on, you guys will hear him talking to Adolin. Princeling, the assassin was sent out here on the plains at night. Yes, I heard the scout telling your father about it. We need a plan in case he attacks what if he attacks out here? I hope he does. See Adolin look down at him, frowning. From what I saw, and from what we learned about the assassin's initial attack on the old king, he depends on the confusion of his victims. He jumps off walls and onto ceilings. He sends men falling in the wrong direction. Well, there aren't any walls or ceilings out here. So he could just full on fly. Yes. Since we have, 300 archers with us? I don't think I'm that worried. You see Adolin nod slowly. I'll talk to them. Get them ready for the possibility. As you guys will watch Adolin go off and then slowly return, and as you guys are continuing across the bridge, you'll see Adolin look over at Shallan. Do you know anything about women, bridge boy? See Kaladin kind of guffaw. Light-eyed women? Nothing, thankfully. People think I know a lot about women, but the truth is I know how to get them, how to make them laugh, how to make them interested. I don't know how to keep them, and I really want to keep this one. So, tell her that, maybe? Do such things work on dark-eyed women?
You give me advice.
You're asking the wrong man. I haven't had much time for women lately. I was too busy trying to avoid being killed. You see Adolin barely listening. Perhaps I could say something like that to her. Seems too simple, and she's anything but simple. Anyway, the assassin in white. We need more of a plan than just telling the archers to be ready. Do you have any ideas? You want to have a shard blade, but won't need one because of, you know. I know. See Kaladin look up sharply. Yeah, you know. And then Adolin kind of glanced away and shrugged. That thing. What thing? The thing with the stuff. You guys
This
see
is just two frat boys. Just
you see Adolin really trying to fish. I don't think you have any idea what you're talking about. See Adolin scowl. There's something odd about you, Bridge Boy. Admit it. I admit nothing. You survived that fall with the assassin. At first I was worried that you were working with him. Now what? Well, I've decided that whatever you are, you're on my side. Anyway, the assassin, my instincts say that the best plan is the one that we used when fighting him together in the arena. You distract him while I kill him. That could work, though I worry that he's not the type to let himself get distracted. Neither was Relis. We'll do it, Bridge Boy. You and I, we're gonna bring that monster down. We'll need to be fast. He'll win a drawn-out fight. And Adolin, strike for the spine or the head. Don't try a weakening blow first. Go right for the kill. Why? I saw something when the two of us fell together. I cut him, but the wound healed somehow. I have a blade. He won't heal from that. Right? Best not to find out. Strike to kill. Trust me. See Adolin meet Kaladin's eyes. Oddly, I do. Trust you, I mean. It's a very strange sensation. Yeah, well, I try to hold my back from going skipping across the plateau in joy. See Adolin grin. I'd pay to see that. Me skipping? You happy? You've got a face like a storm. I think you could frighten off a storm. Hear Kaladin grunt. As Adolin laughs, slapping me on the shoulder, then turns back towards Shallan to begin talking to her. You see Shallan kiss him on the cheek and then go dashing off towards some nearby rocks. Adolin raised a hand to his cheek and looked over at Kaladin with a grin. She probably saw an interesting bug. No, it's moss. Ah, of course. Moss. So exciting. Hush you. You see Shallan wagging her pencil at him as she bent down, inspecting some rocks. The moss grows on a strange pattern here. What could cause that? Alcohol. See Shallan glance up at him. Shrugs. Makes me do crazy things. Oh, come on, that was funny. That was a joke. Well, kind of. Oh, hush. This almost looks like the same pattern as a flowing rock bud. Kind of common here on the plains. You see Shallan start to sketch. Kaladin folds his arms and then sighs. What does the sigh mean? Adolin asks. Boredom. You see Kaladin glance back to the army still crossing the bridge at the moment. It was about a force of 3,000 currently out there. I guess out here it's so barren that there's not too much to get excited about other than moss. Oh, you hush too. Go polish your bridge or something. See her lean in and poke her pencil at a bug that was crawling over the moss. Ah! And then hurriedly scribbling some notes. Anyway, you're wrong. There's a lot to get excited out here if you look in the right places. Some of the soldiers said a chasm feed has been spotted. Do you think it might attack us? You sound entirely too hopeful saying that, Shallan. Well, I do need a good sketch of one. I'll get you to the chrysalis. That ought to be enough. I don't understand why we need so many soldiers. Didn't you say that the Parshendi haven't been showing up to fight over the chrysalises lately? No, they haven't, and that's precisely what makes us worried. See Kaladin nod. Whenever your enemy changes established tactics, you need to worry. Could mean that they're getting desperate, and desperation is very, very dangerous. You're good at military thinking for a bridge boy. Coincidentally, you're good at not being obnoxious for a prince. Thanks. That was an insult, dear. What? It was? See Shalon nod as she continued to sketch, although she glances up and meets Kaladin's eyes. Adolin, would you slay this moss for me, please? Slay the moss? See Adolin look very confused over at Kaladin. Yes, give that moss and the rock behind it a good chop, as a favor for your betrothed. You see Adolin look baffled, but he does as she asks, slices the rock directly in two. The small pile of stones slipped free and cut with ease, clattering in half. See Adolin dismisses blade. Women, he shrugs. Before Adolin jogs off to get a drink. You see Kaladin take a step after him, then hesitate. What did she find so interesting? Kaladin goes over and looks at the stones. Strata. You're counting the strata of Krim to guess how old the rock is. Good guess, but this is a bad location for strata dating. The wind blows across the plateaus too strongly, and the Krim doesn't collect in pools evenly. So the strata here are erratic and inaccurate. See Kaladin frown, narrowing his eyes. There was a strange structure here once. A long time ago. Must have taken centuries for that Krim to get so thick on something sticking out of the ground. You see Shallan look up. You're smarter than you look. Good thing. You hear Kaladin grunt. Why does everything you say have to include some kind of quip? Are you so desperate to prove how clever you are? Perhaps I'm merely annoyed at you for taking advantage of Adolin. Advantage? Because I called him obnoxious? You deliberately said it in a way that he wouldn't understand. You make him look like a fool. He's trying very hard to be nice to you. Yes. He's always so maleficent to all of the little dark eyes that flock around and worship him. See Shallan slap her pencil against the page. You really are a hateful man, aren't you? Underneath that mock boredom and dangerous glare, the growls, you just hate people. Is that it? What? No, Adolin is trying. He feels bad for what happened to you, and he's doing what he can to make up for it. He's a good man. Is it too much for you to stop provoking him? He calls me Bridge Boy. He's been provoking me. Yes, because he is the one storming around and alternating scowls and insults. Adolin Kholin, the most difficult man to get along with on the Shattered Plains. I mean, look at him. He's so unlikable. See her gesture towards where Adolin is laughing with the dark-eyed water boys. You hear Kaladin growl as he kind of shouts, bah, and then walks away. You guys continue on your way for a little bit longer, crossing a few more plains. As you guys begin approaching what looks like the final bridge before that chrysalis in the middle, you guys are crossing. Roll insight checks.
There you go. Do you want me to hit too? Oh,
Nice.
well, I'm just good at rolling 16s. It's the
Did
second
you
time we've done
count
that tonight.
No.
I have not counted that natural 20. No, that's another. Jesus Christ, guys! I've got to say the count after this session.
Okay.
That's ridiculous.
This is interesting.
And don't forget the nat 20 I got with actual dice.
Yeah. Alrighty. Oop, did not mean to move you there. Sorry about that. There we go. Alrighty. As you guys are slowly crossing the bridge, you'll see Shallan, Garrick, Pelinar, Kaladin, and Dalinar kind of in the main group, along with a bunch of soldiers as they begin passing over the bridge. As they do, Pelinar, Varix, Garrick, and Raphael, you're like, there's something kind of familiar about, or something off, rather. Something is kind of signaling danger to you. In the back, Lowell, you see a carpenter. A
What?
carpenter that you recognize. Not from Dalinar's war camp, but from the lumber yards of Sadius's. And you see him right next to the mechanical release lever on the bridge. You get probably one sentence before this happens. What are you doing?
I'd like to say, get off the bridge now.
As you
I
hear
without
this,
even thinking.
as you hear this shouted, you'll see Adolin grab his father, heeding your words, as Dalinar is pulled across, and chunk, the bridge collapses under itself. As Pelinar, Shallan, Garrick, and Kaladin, along with probably a good 100 soldiers, are left in free fall. What are you doing?
How does the bridge work exactly?
He pulled the lever, so it went.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So basically, it was like this, and then they pulled the lever, and it went like this. You guys are currently in a probably 200-foot fall that will surely kill you. What are you doing?
We're in
Okay,
what?
I just want to make okay, I want to make 100% certain I'm understanding. I could not use progression to revert this stuff. This is not time magic. I just need to make sure, right? That's more like healy wheely shit.
I mean, you're more than welcome to try.
I have 600, I think, right? Looking at Raphael, that's why. Right there. 700. Oh fuck! How many soldiers? There's 100 or so.
Yeah. You're basically all free fall.
This all happens in the matter of like a second, right?
Yeah,
So us
like-
on the
No.
other end can't do anything.
Trace.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
I'll burn all 700 to save as many people as I can of importance first, and then working my way backwards towards just regular soldiers to see if I can save some of them with the magic.
As you begin pulling in Stormlight, you slowly but surely, you feel a block first, like there's a barrier, and you keep pushing and you keep pushing, and you feel something snap as you hear a pain scream, but you alight with Stormlight. Pelinar, what are you doing as you fall?
Sorry, I was muted again. As I fall, let's see. Shit, who am I closest to while I'm in the air?
Currently, you're midway between Kaladin and Garrick.
I didn't fall.
You-
Hee
Can I attempt to make my way to Kaladin and lash him to Garrick and lash them back up?
As you begin making kind of in the snap second of going down, you try to make your way over to Kaladin, you breathe in Stormlight, and you feel that same thing. There's something blocking it, something blocking it, something blocking it, and then you feel a pop and a crack as you hear a voice ring out just in a terrifying screech of pain
Mhm.
as you feel yourself alight with Stormlight. However, Garrick, Pelinar, you feel both of your surges not come as you crash into the ground. Feel your body twisting, your bones breaking, your legs twisted and up into parts of your body. But you feel what Stormlight you do have inside you begins slowly repairing as you go through such excruciating pain that you just collapse back in shock. The rest of you.
Woo, we made it.
We
Jesus.
didn't bring
I
room.
know, right, dude? Out of curiosity, was it air that just popped?
Sounded like the voice.
Yeah, that's what I was concerned about. That was our sprint popping. That'll
Right.
be something to deal with later.
Those of you who are currently not in the chasm, what are you doing?
Running to the
can,
chasm, I guess.
can we see if there's anybody that has like rope that we can make our way down into the chasm with?
I could use some Stormlight and do something with the ground, maybe.
Was Lowell
Sure.
the only? Were you the only one who saw the carpenter
Yeah.
pull a lever?
Speaking of which, you are currently seeing that guy try to disappear back into the crowd.
Yeah, maybe grab him.
Can I yell to apprehend that man?
Yep. You see about 4 dozen people surround him.
Jesus Christ.
That has to be him.
And as you see this happening, you'll just see him slit his own throat,
Oh,
Yep.
ear to ear.
He's not gonna talk.
He really just said cyanide pill.
Mhm.
All right, word.
What's funny is if I was there, we'd bring him back and make him talk.
Is there anything on his body that would be relevant?
You can certainly make an investigation check if so desire.
Investigation. I'm not very good at these. No,
Yeah,
I'm
you ain't
not.
find shit.
I just like to cut them up. I don't really like to go through them.
Luis, Raphael, what are you up to? You're on the other side of the chasm.
Probably helping follow suit of lowering rope and trying to get any of the fallen soldiers back up.
As you look over, number one, it's exceedingly dark. Number two, that's a really long fall. Number three, you're seeing the Chulls kind of slowly pull the collapsed bridge back up.
I'm just gonna look directly over to whoever would be. Who's this? Over here.
That's
Luis.
Luis.
Just gonna look over to Luis and be like, "What do?
Well, they just died, so.
I don't know. You're the survival expert. What do you
Jake,
think?
it's always you and me. It's always you and me, dude. We always end up in this stupid. Oh, they're probably dead situations.
Luis,
Probably.
you think if we carve a good enough wood offering, it'll save them? I'm willing to try.
I don't know if a wood carving's gonna solve this, but
I'll send a quick little prayer to the fallen souls.
Grace, I have a question.
Uh,
Could I do a transformation on the air in between the chasm?
you
You're gonna force
could
it to
certainly
turn into
try.
what you're after?
Roll a perception check, everybody who's not in the chasm.
Chasm boys.
I imagine if we do get a good enough perception, we'll just see the glowing stormlight, just like little fireflies at the very bottom. Just
It's actually amazing how
Yeah.
blind Raphael and Lol are.
There it is.
Luis,
There's one of them. I've been waiting for a hot minute to write one of these ones down.
I'm too busy
Luis
thinking about the numerous
Varix.
wood carvings we could use to potentially appease the gods. I'm like,
Luis,
how do you do this, Luis? How?
Varix, it's at this point that you guys will hear.
What have you used for that one? The purple. The first blue. We've been using blue.
And then you
What is
hear
that?
what sounds like 4 trumpeting sounds billowing throughout the bottom of this chasm. As just beneath Varix, Luis, you see what looks like a chasm fiend beginning to pick its way and eat through the corpses.
Oh my god.
Immediately shout Chasm Fiend.
Okay, I always got a backup character.
So again, can I do some transformation of the air?
You
Yes, we
could.
Chasm?
Again, you are in the middle of a crowd of people who don't know that you could do magic. So
See if there's
you also
more
do see the bridge
Dalinar
currently
to,
being basically
connect here
replaced
in-game.
and put back over so that Dalinar and Adolin could get back.
Would they detect it if I was to do an image of light down in the bottom of the chasm?
You have to breathe out the light. So, I mean, it depends on how subtly you're doing it and away from other fuckers.
Because what I'm thinking is, correct me if I cannot do this, but what if I was to create the image of another chasm fiend to piss off the first chasm fiend?
That would be a lot of Stormlight.
It's
That's a
big
really big
image,
image.
Would
Well,
I?
it doesn't sound like it's gonna work now, does it?
It's like an 8th level minor or major image right there you're asking for, pal.
If
These
I
are
were
huge.
to want to try and use passage for those of us in the group that are still up top, would that also be something that I had to be discreet about?
Yeah, probably.
Fucking chalk zones the whole.
I don't know how sneaky I am.
It's
and
at about
it
this
is
point that
quite
you
a
guys will
lot.
see the mechanical bridge put back into place, bridging
Plus
the two
5.
gaps again.
Not bad. We're dead, dude.
I look at whoever's like supposed to be in charge.
Womp
What are we
womp.
doing?
Currently, that's Dalinar, who is being escorted back across the bridge. Essentially, seeing the Chasm Fiend, he is ordering at this point a full retreat back to the war camp.
About our comrades.
Or dead.
Yeah,
Right.
200-foot fall, Chasm Fiend. Respectfully, them and the 100 soldiers are probably dead, is what
Yeah.
the vibe you're
I
getting
was
is.
like, that
God damn
logically,
it.
no one should technically survive that.
I was not where I needed to be.
Could I see if Ko has any information of what to do? Ask Ko, do you feel any spren down there
Felt
similar to you?
Felt it snap.
Oops.
Felt it snap. Felt 3 snaps. Felt 3 snaps. Felt 3 snaps. Felt 3 snaps. Just
Okay,
keeps
that's right.
going over and over
You
again.
said 3?
Yeah, you, him, and Kaladin.
Kaladin too, yep.
I'm just gonna quietly be like, okay, it's okay. Hush now.
Trace, is there any moment that I would kind of be conscious enough for a second?
Roll a con save.
You know, I'm not bad at these.
No.
Con check,
Con save.
con save. That is a bigger difference than everything there.
Yeah, you get a few moments while your bones are kind of.
I'm
It's before you
taking the
start
moment
healing.
to immediately try to take in. I'm trying to clock where Kaladin is or Pelinar, whichever one I find first. After that, my body's gonna give up after the first one, I assume. So as soon as I see one of them and clock where they're at, if I can clock both, I'll take both. But I
You
understand if I can
see,
only clock one.
you see Pelinar not too far away from you. It's kind of off to
Okay.
your right.
Okay, I'm just gonna keep that in my subconscious. That way,
Well,
if I survive this somehow and wake up, that's
You
the first
see-
thing I try to do.
you see pieces of Helena
Shut up.
beside you.
Shut up.
They are restitching themselves back together.
I almost wanted to
So
say the
fine.
word just to
This-
test my luck, but we're in a shitty enough situation where I'm not doing that yet. I was gonna say, can I look into his, and then I will not finish it for sake of the wording.
Yeah. Okay.
His eye patch.
You would just be missing a couple pieces.
I just got a couple holes in my chest. Hit a couple
Alright.
stalactites or stalagmites on the way down. Tights to the ground might fall.
Alrighty. Not chasm, folks.
Stalactite.
The army is currently in a full retreat. What are you guys doing?
I'm looking at Louis. No, Lol.
Yeah, Lol's our leader, I think, right?
Mm-hmm.
How much trouble would we get in if we don't follow them back?
Not too much. There's a high storm coming tomorrow, though, so you know.
Continue without Kaladin, so that's a good.
So,
I'm gonna
with a
go
high
stand
storm
on the
coming
road.
in, do you
Listen
think
to
it would
water.
be wise for us to try and
Or-
recover their bodies?
Yeah. Sorry, not tomorrow. It's probably 3 days. Yeah, 3 days.
3 days.
Can I just say it would make sense just for the fact of Kaladin respectfully tried to gather as many people as he could that were injured once. I don't know, man.
Again, 200 feet.
Yeah, I know.
Like
I'm saying I don't know, man.
a
I'm trying
chasm
to-
fiend. This is a
We're
concerning
dead.
situation.
Except that we're dead and mourn for us on your way back home.
Is there a possibility that the chasm fiend would get
Oh.
full before we made it down there? Like, could we wait long enough for it to get full, or would it just eat all the
But
bodies?
They don't get full. This is an all-you-can-eat buffet.
Shit.
Before
Well,
we
If one goes, 5 more will show up.
before
well,
we come to a final decision, Lowell, I just want to say, with the majority of our other soldiers and comrades having decided to leave things be, you know, being discreet, we don't have to do that anymore. So if we really want to jump into it, I can help us out just a little bit.
do you think we could get in and get out quickly without having to encounter the chasm fiend?
I think we
Guys?
take down this chasm fiend. I want to hide.
Can I just out of character say we're dead to you guys. The best you could do is come back a week later and hope you find some scraps to respectfully bury.
Well, we want to recover Kaladin's body because
You're-
he's done so much for us.
Yeah, like I
All
said,
right, well,
the most you're
So
gonna
if the-
find are scraps in a couple of weeks.
If
because
the
there's no
army
more.
is retreating, can we now just go down there?
There, thank you, Trace. Thank you.
just
I'm just
just
saying,
to
if we
demonstrate
do
the size.
try and retrieve them, it might cost us some money, but I'll help out with that. But I'm not fighting that thing. I will let you guys charge forward. I'll recover bodies. I'm strong enough to do that, but not.
Does the thing where it like brr, brr.
I would once
You
again
guys,
like
listen to the DM, who's respectfully trying to tell you no in the nicest possible way.
No, you can do it. Just saying.
He's urging you not to, but he's saying it's an option, and that's the concerning thing. Is when the DM is urging.
Dead men do not speak, so hush.
So
Don't
I
fucking do it,
think-
Evan.
that we do it.
I will go along with whatever the majority of the group votes for.
Oh, well, good. That's no. So
Okay.
My
Thank
drinky
you,
poo
Brandon.
says do it.
What are we doing?
guess we're
What's the
leaving.
plan?
Strauss said no, and he's second in command. So
Okay,
unless
but
Lowell
there's
said yes,
our homies
then-
are down in the chasm. Yes.
Your homies just fell 200 feet.
So they're dead.
they're dead.
And
chasm.
the army is retreating, so we could use our stormlight, and they're not going to see it, right?
Yup.
Okay, so I would once again
Chasm
like to
fiend.
transform a sliver of the air going down there.
Like a cross or like a giant spear going down. Like, what are you talking about?
Kind of like imagine like a about a I don't know about a 4x4 all the way down
Oh, okay.
in like an angle of sorts.
Okay, so I'm imagining when you put in the little envelopes into the bank thing. and they go-
Essentially, I'm hoping that it turns solid enough to create some sort of a bridge that if they were down there, they could get out.
Well, try to be a convincing person. Let's see how it goes.
You guys are all pretty bulky though.
we're dead, guys.
Hey, you so sweet. You are the lifeblood of
The only
everything on
reason
this
anyone is
planet.
trying anything is because of me.
Without you, none of us would exist. Your sweet, sweet
Motherfucker, I was
caresses
not given birth by
kiss
this
my
motherfucker.
face every day when I'm riding and when I'm walking.
So good.
Roll a persuasion check.
So good, yes. The fact that you get a check is the most amazing part of this whole thing.
God damn, I can't roll well tonight, guys. I'm sorry. I tried
Roll a
my thing.
d10.
Imagine the
D10?
natural 20 right there, though.
A D10.
Yeah.
All right, let's see here. This is hopefully gonna be okay.
Did you fucking send a fucking spear of wind through one of our corpses, definitely killing us?
You guys will watch part of this rock side as just you see Luis really trying to convince it, all of a sudden turn to flames as it
Oh.
and then it
Magnifying
slowly
glass
peters
gets-
back out.
It was not what I intended.
But that was cool.
While Luis is doing his magic tricks, I'm just gonna send a quick little. You lived a good life. If there is a being out there that deals in
Stormfather.
retransformation or other lives that are being renewed, maybe help some of them out. You don't have to help all of them because some of them were scumbags, but most of them deserve mercy. So be merciful, oh Stormfather, and other beings that can hear me. Thank you.
This whole thing could have been summed up as Stormfather guides them, and that's all you had to say. And you just added like 5 or 6 more layers that you had to onto it.
I like
Roll,
layers.
roll a wisdom
Like
check.
onions.
Just get a wisdom save
No, check.
for Raphael.
Yeah.
Yeah, please. You're the one that has to roll this one because check. A check.
Check.
Yeah, wisdom check.
Uh,
Come on, let's see it. That's not. Come on.
you hear in the distance, and I mean the far distance.
Did you just,
Just
make?
was that all?
Just-
Can I from the afterlife inside if that was a god or just a person being like, what the fuck?
Hear your reply. I'm gonna nod, turn back to the group. I think that I did some good work, guys.
Did you just confuse a god?
I am known for my charming personality. I think I did a fairly good job with their afterlife. So we can head back to camp and have some stew.
This is what hell is like.
Who sounds
Interesting.
nice.
I wonder who got us here.
I'm gonna have Ko give me a pat on the back for that beautiful inspirational speech.
Okay, when you hit level 12, please take inspirational leader. I'm not even joking. Please take the inspirational leader feature.
All right.
Or even like if Trace would just be willing to give you that feature.
Every time that I do it, I have to do the mic clear testing. Testing.
Hey, Cans.
Okay, Jesus Christ. Are we going
Great God.
now? What are we doing?
Yeah, we're
I'm
think you broke
disappointed we won't get to see their mangled bodies.
Yeah, I really
but
wouldn't.
I think it's best that we go back to camp.
What was that? What was that first part?
I'm disappointed we won't get to see their mangled bodies,
Okay.
but
yeah,
we should go back to camp instead.
Okay.
There's always the next day, so.
You guys are so fucking weird. Anyways, rip your friends and your valiant leader. Goodbye.
It can't be that dead.
Not that dead. Not that dead.
How dead could they be?
There's only so much dead you can be. You know? Like. And they're with Kaladin. He's fine.
Okay. As
I
you
feel
guys
like we were
slowly.
supposed to do something, but we just weren't doing it.
Okay. Jesus Christ. Oh God. Alrighty, you guys slowly make your way off a motley amount of emotions. Currently.
It just died. All right, well, on to the adventure, I guess, guys. Woo!
Let's have some stew.
Yeah. I mean, that's what I'm
To be fair,
What are
to
we
be
supposed to
fair,
do now?
we come from a line of work where we didn't know if we'd know these people for months or a day and a half.
Yeah.
So I mean, attachment. Who fucking needs it, right?
I mean, I think out of all of us, Toomey will be the saddest because A, no Kaladin to stare at anymore, and B, no crab snacks. So, like,
God damn, yeah, that
shit hurts.
she missed a lot of important things for herself.
I know. Shit, we
In
gotta
any
jump on
case,
these notes.
8 hours later, Pelinar, Garrick, you each start feeling yourself kind of come to slowly but surely as you hear.
The moment I feel like I have enough consciousness to get up, I am gonna look over at Pelinar, make sure there's nothing right above me, grab him,
You
and I'm gonna
see
move slow.
what looks like a bunch of legs kind of clung to the side as a long tail kind of stretches out further. Looking off to your right, kind of past Pelinar, you see the head of the chasm fiend just,
They're just one right now.
and it's reaching, it's very, very big, and it's reaching down and just kind of slowly
Do I
munching
see who
through
it's
various
going
corpses.
for?
It's just,
One of the
You-
bridgemen that
yeah,
unfortunately
well,
fell.
it's just dark. So,
It's just dark.
yeah. So it's hard to see anything. It's pretty much the middle of the night right now.
I'm gonna ballsily feel around for a stone that I can throw.
Easily enough. Yeah.
I'm gonna kind of look. So, is the head or the tail behind me?
The tail is to your left, the head is to your right. And you are currently like looking up at its belly.
Is there any room? Which way does the chasm seem to go or flow this way?
Either way. Doesn't really matter.
From which ways it's going? Okay.
Yeah, so you are essentially like right here. And you could either go that way or that way. That way is its head, that way is its tail.
I feel like the smartest thing to do here. Oh, God. Is there any pathways that are like this way?
Yeah. There's one, it's a bit of a thin crack, so it'll be a
Where's
little
the
bit
most
tight to get
open
through.
one? Because that'll make the biggest echo.
Left and right are going to be pretty much the exact same size. Then there's kind of, like I said, the small crack right in front of you. You could fit through it sideways, but it'd be kind of a tight squeeze. Then yeah, either way, left or right is pretty much the exact same. It doesn't seem to be focusing on you guys right now, but
Well,
you get the sense that if
so-
it hears some shit, it might.
That's why I'm thinking of throwing a rock further down back behind its tail. But I'm wondering because if I do it in front of it, it's gonna.
Pelinar, you are also conscious. What are you doing?
I'm kind of looking at Pelinar, and I'll kind of like show him the rock that I'm starting to grab, and I'll just be like, one feet.
Seeing this, I'm thinking, like, where's it looking right now?
Currently to the right of you.
Is it looking like down towards us, like it would see us if we made a lot of sudden movement?
You get the sense that movement wouldn't be so much of an issue. It's more
Noise.
just, yeah, like any sort of noise or anything like that.
I was gonna say Pelinar and I encountered one in the caverns way back when.
Oh, I'm gonna whisper over to you, and I'll just be like, "Do you see Kaladin?" I'll kind of like
That's-
mouth it.
That was actually my next question. Do we see Kaladin or Shallan?
Perception check. I also have the Game of Thrones music playing right now. It's quite
I was
interesting.
about to say.
Bro, my eyes are on this chasm fiend, and they're not coming off of this thing. Holy, dude! Man with one eye sees all.
That is just a little guy.
It's just a little
You-
guy.
You are
He needs a hug.
not seeing Kaladin or
Hey,
Shallan.
wait, this is important.
In
I would
fact-
like to congratulate Pelinar for rolling our 69th natural 20.
Yeah, buddy.
Fuck yes.
Zephyr Hope.
Nice.
Oh yeah, you know what? R1D I totally fucked it up. I still fucked it up.
And now we have arcane music. Blue Jesus. It's
Yeah,
a real low roll.
Holy shit, a 3?
Pelinar, you are noticing actually as you're looking around, and you're getting a real good look at everything. You're noticing a distinct lack of Kaladin or Shalon.
100%.
Like nothing that would relate to them is around.
That's strange and unsettling. So yeah, I'm gonna relay that to Garrick. Like I can't see them fucking anywhere.
Does it look like we are the only? I mean, I assume the answer is pretty obvious. We look like the only ones that have survived this.
Dude, it looks like a fucking meat locker. Like
Yeah,
Binding of Isaac,
I'm
body
trying to
corpse
keep
piles.
it down. If I wasn't a bridgement before all this, man, I would be in fucking panic mode.
That's a good point. Yeah, we're used to moving bodies down here.
That's the worst part is we're used to this, but this is still on an extreme scale to what we're used to. This is hundreds of people in a matter of an instant that were betrayed by one asshole. And, the funniest part is I sit here and I made a joke to Jade when Trace said, man, it feels like it's right in front of me. And I'm like, oh, we're all walking straight into a trap. This is all going to go fucking tit upward in a second. And wild. It did. Where are my rose-tinted glasses? Because I don't want to wear them right now, but they're somewhere on the desk. We love walking into these flags, guys. I'm going to kind of shimmy closer to Pellinor as quietly as I can.
It's not too far away.
We need a lot of noise in one direction to get its attention.
One Direction.
That's
I
what
was-
makes it beautiful.
Door.
Okay.
I'm thinking something similar. We
think of
need
it.
to distract it.
My only concern is if anyone would have survived that with us, it'd be the only other person that was infused with Stormlight, and that's Kaladin. And I don't want to send it his direction. So that's kind of why I was really hoping you would kind of be able to find him with that natural 20.
TikTok.
I know. TikTok on the clock. DJ, turn my speakers up. I look behind me towards the tail.
Mhm.
I'm gonna look to Pellinor and I'm gonna hold up the rock and I'm gonna point that direction, up or down for like a thumbs up to you. Just be ready to play dead.
Yeah.
Is there a
Thumbs
body nearby or a couple bodies nearby?
There are so many bodies nearby.
Good. I'm gonna get right next to one, and I'm gonna kind of motion for Pellinor to do the same thing. Probably not the same one because I doubt it will cover both of us.
You see it strangely looking like a tomato that was dropped from the Empire State Building. Just
Wonderful. Wonderful. I'm gonna try to find as much of a body as I can that might have been, I don't know, cushioned by another body,
Mhm.
and I'm gonna try to use that to roll it over me as soon as I throw this rock, so I can seem like I'm blending in with the pile of dead bodies.
Drowning pool. So you can back up.
okay. Which way are you throwing it? Throwing it towards the
That
head, or
was
the body?
playing on our fall.
Throwing it towards the head, the body, the
Throwing it towards the
tail.
tail.
Okay. Copy. You yuck it. Both of y'all roll stealth checks.
Oh boy.
I know. I'm just as scared as you are because it's not good for me.
It's not great. Oh fuck.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. It might even out.
You'll hear this quadruple trumpeting sound as it will kind of fold back on itself and then twist
Oh, I
as
hate
it
it.
starts to look over. You'll see its head passing just over you. As you hold your breath, you hear the of a monumentous beast's breath as you see these strange spren kind of
In your pocket or else.
collecting around this creature's head, and it'll look right over you two and then pass as it is around the corner. What are you doing?
So I didn't want to bring this up because Jade just brought it up. The crabs in my pocket wouldn't have caused an issue there, would they?
No.
Okay, cool.
There are
I just
so
have to
many
double check
kremlings.
and make sure.
Made
There's-
a joke that because they were in the presence of the chasm fiend that they were all screaming in fear.
Well, I had a moment of, oh shit, are those just kind of coming out of my pocket right now still? And I was like, I really hope this thing doesn't want to just eat a bunch of little small snacks out of me and just take me with it.
You are the small snack.
I mean, shit,
Yeah.
dude, its stomach would literally never, ever be empty ever again.
Alrighty. What
I
are you doing?
immediately start looking for some cracks that'll fit us and nothing bigger than us.
Okay.
Yeah.
The closest one is the one that was adjacent to you.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
northward.
We're gonna
Well,
hop
tech-
into that real quick.
Okay. Make it acrobatics as you both go through.
Oh, God
Who gets stuck?
damn it. I'm not an acrobatic person. I'm athletic.
Who's got a belly?
Hey.
Damn.
Okay.
Brother, dude,
Pellet-
that's like your
20.
fourth one tonight.
Yeah.
You are
Pelletar,
being
you
with it.
you lithely make your way through the crack. Garrick, you're making your way through, but you're kind of having a much harder time. You will take
Oh, God damn it. Cut my hands up on some rocks.
4 slashing damage as you make your way through.
Resistant. I wish. Fuck
Alrighty.
this shit, I'm out.
You guys are away from the chasm fiend, in the middle of
Not
the
safe.
shattered plains, in the middle of the door,
Yeah.
with high storm coming in 3 days.
Yeah.
What are we doing?
Regretting not grabbing extra.
Yeah.
Alright.
I do have crabs, and you know what? I'm gonna learn to like them at this point. I offer one to Pellenar while we think.
All right. Are you guys gonna kind of keep going the way that this
I would like
chasm's
to
going?
keep
Or?
going as quietly but as quickly as we can, and I'm gonna try to keep my eye out through this ocean of bodies for Kaladin.
You are out of the body area. Pretty much all of them were coalesced in this
Yeah.
one.
That's okay. I'm gonna look for traces of other people escaping,
roll a sprout check.
and by that I mean specifically Kaladin, because again, no motherfucker
Yeah.
was surviving that besides him. Holy shit!
Okay. You.
I mean, not unless Shalon had a stolen Fabrial or anything.
You thinking back on it, and how there isn't a single scrap of anything, you did notice that the tail direction, the direction that you went, you did see a few what looked like boot prints heading that way.
Shit!
Wait, where are the blueprints heading towards?
The
Back
one
towards
thing
the chasm fiend?
The one thing I didn't know what to do. Hey,
Yeah.
Pellenar. I hate to be that guy,
Where's Caleb's
and I really
ringtone?
don't want to be that guy either. I think I realize now. I was in a panic before, so I didn't put 2 and 2 together. There were footsteps going the direction of the tail, and that's why I threw the rock that way. And I'm now realizing I probably instinctually tried to throw it, being like, that's the way we should go to get Kaladin, and I might have fucked up.
You're telling me you may have sent the chasm fiend after Kaladin.
I already am like trying to backtrack through a rock, and like I look back at him. I've already fucked up once. I don't need him holding it over me. Let's go. Eat a crab. It makes you less angry.
I'm just like rubbing my eye patch in fury, but then just
I
have
was
like
in a panic. You cannot be mad at me. You didn't notice either.
just a huge inhale. Just
Yeah. We got 2.5 days. Or we're going to die. Or we'll get lucky
Okay.
and somehow survive a high storm, and Kaladin will survive his second one, because those odds are great for us.
Owl starts to grow gills and rock skin, maybe. All right.
Serious question. Did anything happen to you on the fall down? Maybe did you try to use Stormlight or anything?
Well, yes, actually, I tried lashing us back up. And
Did anything happen afterwards?
I heard an incredibly loud pop and my voice in my ear screaming. And then silence as we crumbled to pieces. But now we're standing.
I noticed something when we woke up that was probably the most concerning thing, is that it was quiet other than the chasm fiend. Usually air is talking in my ear if I need to, not die. And he's not here right now, and that's a concern. Is Yostrin with you?
Fresh?
You feel a distinct gap in
Yep.
like your soul.
I have a feeling I know, but I'm not really wanting to admit that I know what's going on, and I'm kind of concerned about it.
In your mental soundtrack, you just hear sound of
That
silence.
being said, I think we're going Stormlightless on this one. So our odds have just gotten even worse. And I can't do math, so
Well,
making our way back down the chasm towards a pile of bodies. Da-da-da-da-da-da.
Okay, as you guys
Yeah,
start to
yeah.
make your way back towards the direction that you just came from, we'll go ahead and end session right there. Get back to that next week.
Jesus Christ.
We're fucked, dude. Here's the thing. Kaladin's a main character. He won't die here.